hello, and you're watching Focus, and of course we thank you so very much for tuning in. Hey, you know, food costs a lot of money today, but there's another way of purchasing food that you might be interested in. We're going to talk about a co-op that's been in existence for about at least 2 to 3 years, possibly. They're out of over 3 years in Colebrook. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I have two lovely ladies. To my left is Laura Stotler, and to her left is Kim Janik. Correct?
Correct.
I said that correctly? Okay, good. I want to thank both of you for being a guest on the show.
Thanks
it's
so much.
lovely.
Thank you.
Nice, really nice to have you here. You know, food is important. Healthy food is important. Tell me how this came about. Give us a little history about yourselves and the starting up of the co-op, and then we can go from there and talk about how the process works.
Sure. Okay. Well, we're the Northwest Community Cooperative. We were formerly called the Colebrook School Cooperative, in existence at least 30 years. It's been around in the area.
Long time.
We recently changed our name to try to appeal to a broader geographical region.
Okay.
There's definitely a need in this area. There's limited shopping available.
Sure.
So we wanted to try to reach as many people as possible, but we are based in Colebrook.
Okay.
We're a buying club, a cooperative buying club, which is a bit of a dying breed, I guess, at this point. We're one of the few left in our area. Our members order once a month.
Okay.
Deliveries come to the Colebrook Church in Colebrook, and so that's the basic premise. We order from distributors. We have one main distributor, UNFI, that we order from, and it's mostly natural, organic products, but there's a broad range of products, mainstream brands like Heinz, Hellmann's, things like that.
So, things that people are familiar with.
Exactly. Baking goods, we buy in bulk. We have individual items available as well. Household cleaners, yes, we have an assortment here. Cosmetics, cleaning supplies, you name it.
But what's unique, I found out, you're a nonprofit, correct?
Nonprofit.
So how does that come into play?
We do not have a storefront, so there's no physical location.
Okay.
We order online. We meet physically a couple times a year. Probably we communicate through email, phone, the internet, and then we meet once a month to pick up our orders. So,
would it be fair for me to say that being that you're not a brick and mortar place, are the prices a little bit better? Or does it help with?
Absolutely,
price? Okay.
Right. There's no upkeep of a retail storefront, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of our time is donated just in getting the word out each month, informing our members about specials, things they might be interested in, and just sort of communicating. We buy in bulk a lot of our products, so there's some communication that's necessary if we want to buy a 50-pound bag of flour that might be on sale one month, with dividing that up among interested members. So you can get a lot of savings. It's just you have to kind of prepare a little bit more, know your prices. There's significant discounts that are available.
Good.
You just have to be more prepared as a shopper, basically.
Okay. So Kim, what's your story? How did you get involved with this?
Well, I got involved a lot longer than Laura got involved. I got involved when I moved to Colebrook over 13 years ago. My son is 13 this week. And
happy birthday.
and big shout out. So I was told about this from several friends, and I got involved, and when I first got involved, I was told about it. I'm like, I want to save money. I eat these things, and I want to eat healthier, and I don't want some of these things that I can't pronounce in my food. And I really liked that you can buy in bulk, save, maybe split items with different people within the group, and still save. So once I started and I found out about it myself and I started ordering, I found out how much I was saving, and it was just amazing. I said, I don't want to ever let this stop, because certain months they'll run promotions. The UNFI,
United Natural Foods Incorporated, is our main distributor that we order from.
They will put out a sale flyer every month. So I always look through the sale flyer, see what's on sale. I'm like, that's a good price, I'm getting that this month. Or that's a good price, I'm getting that this month, I won't wait on it. But there's certain things that I will use every month, like I like their juices really much. Cookies are a splurge. I'll get those if they're on sale, what have you. I buy a lot. I do a lot of baking in the fall. Now it's baking season. Great time for us to come on here. I buy the organic pumpkin. It's awesome.
Oh.
It comes, and then
So
you
you
know
have
where
organic
it's
food as well. Oh, yeah.
Organic
Which is
food
better
as
for
well.
you. Mhm.
They have different variances of organic levels. There's organic 1, organic 2, organic 3, and it'll tell you the percentages that are in each. So if you want 100% organic, you can get that. There's also levels where it's less, where it's like maybe 75%, and you can still have that. And you can look at the name brands. I use this a lot. I make soups in the summer, better than bouillon. Awesome. Doesn't have any MSG or any
That's important.
hydrolyzed extra oils or what have you in it. I really like that you can read the ingredients in them
And
know what
understand-
you're cooking
and
with.
understand what they
And then
are.
you can also buy already made foods like Wolfgang Puck on sale. I got it on sale last month and it was a great deal. So I look through the sale flyer first. I'll order from there. I'll put my order in on the computer and then I'll get my things that I like my sugar and my flour and my splurge on maybe popcorn during the winter months. You know, you can
Yeah.
buy in bulk a nice 50-pound bag or 25-pound bag of something.
Now, when people get involved with you, are they called members like other co-ops that I've learned about somewhat? Is there a group? You're a member of this coalition. We'll use that as a word if you don't
Right.
mind. And so how does that process work? So if I become a member, you don't order for me. I go online and can you explain a little bit about that?
Exactly. We send out emails
Yep.
throughout the month with all the information about monthly specials, how to order. We have an ordering tutorial, a video tutorial.
Which you just made, I
posted.
understand.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
good. With the help of your son.
Yeah, my 9-year-old son.
Shout
guided
out
me
to him
through.
too.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Sure. But it's basically easy. We'll set you up with an account through our group at UNFI, and then you're free to go on their website. You can log in. It's pretty easy to navigate.
okay.
You can search for by brand, by the type of product. You can search by sale items. If you're looking for something specific, gluten-free, vegan, a specific category of product, and they'll show you what's available, what the prices are, and you can add those to your. You could order a whole case of juice if you'd like, or you could choose to split it with other members. And there's an easy way to do that. There's a split option to do
What does that mean when you split? You buy 10 of something. Does that mean I could buy 5 of those if that's
Right,
your
so
intent?
let's say that I'm
Yep.
going to take this because
Yep.
this is I use this all the time. I love it. So it comes in a case of 6.
Okay.
Okay. Better than bouillon. Love it. So it comes in a case of 6. So let's
Yeah.
say I didn't want all 6 that month. Okay. So I would, if you wanted, so I'll say split as an option when I'm ordering, and I'll put how many I want to order. I only want to order 3 that month.
Yeah, and
Well,
you pay for only 3.
But
No.
it will not ship, and this is the what you have to keep in mind.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It comes, everything comes in
bulk.
In bulk. So you
Okay.
have to buy in, well, not
Most
everything.
things. I just want to add.
So they will only ship it because it comes in a case of 6.
Okay.
So if I don't want to buy all 6,
Yeah.
I'm going to hopefully put it out to you, and maybe you'll take 2. Oh, they're going to split. Oh, I might try that. I'll take 1, or I'll take 1.
But
I
when
want to
do
try
I
that.
pay for it? When do I say
When-
it's me? When do I pay for it?
So after you put your order in, the order goes in. You can pay via PayPal, which Laura has set up.
But okay, well, we can't talk prices, but
Right.
okay, let's do it this way. Let's say that 6 jars of cost X number of dollars for 6.
Right,
You don't want 6.
right.
So, but I want 3. But how do I know that you don't want 6? And how do I pay 3 Ys versus you only have to pay 3 X's?
Right.
So
it's
how
still
does
the
that-
same unit sale price. So
Yeah.
if you want the 3 and I want the 3 and
Yeah.
we split that order, it's not a higher price because you took
Right.
3 or I took 3. The
So that
price,
goes-
the X amount of dollars is not going to change.
Right.
So
And the
when
Y is not gonna
it will
change.
divvy that up in the billing.
Okay,
So
okay.
UNFI says, oh, Jim wanted 3, Kim wanted 3,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you pay your 3, I pay my 3 on my bill when it comes at delivery.
But how do you know that I want that? I mean, I could be living in Torrington. You live in Coburg.
Right.
How do I know that you want? Do you put up a notice saying I only want 3? Is that what you do?
Right, because there's a box that says split, so you check split, and you say, okay, 3.
Do I check split?
Yes.
So I check the person's page that says split. I wonder what she wants to split with me. Is that correct in
Well,
saying?
what will come up is all the splits that month. So you can put
Oh.
in your whole order,
Oh, I
and there's
see.
a couple things in
just isn't you.
your cart.
It just
You can
isn't
see
you.
everyone else's order, actually. Even if
Oh,
you're
okay.
not splitting, you
Okay.
can see what other
Oh,
folks
that's
are
easy.
ordering.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of good and bad, though, because you can say, oh, they're getting that? That looks interesting. I might
Exactly.
want to try
Impulse
that. So
purchasing
you
of
might
it.
spend a little on something that you weren't
Right.
willing to spend on your flour and the sugar that month, but,
Right.
oh, that looks interesting. They're interested in that? Oh, I might want to try that, too, which is kind
Yeah,
of neat,
but
because then
you-
you try something and you don't
it's-
have to buy it in bulk.
Exactly. So I think that's a great idea.
We also have a
That's it.
Facebook page that we can use to promote things like that. So say you wanted the bouillon, but you only want half of the case. You can put a notice up on the Facebook page, hey, this is on sale this month. Would anyone else like to split this with
Well,
me?
this is a great way to keep in touch, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Facebook's a great way to do
And
that.
it is. I mean, I believe co-ops to me is a sense of community. We kind of lost that, but I think this kind of puts it back together again. You start to make friends, or you become a little bit closer with one another, and you get to. So I think that's pretty cool.
Well, stemming on that
Yeah.
is that she was my friend, and then she still is, and she
Was?
is.
What's that mean?
And I told her about this, and she was hesitant, and I think everybody's a little hesitant at first because it's out of the normal way of you doing something.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the store after a busy day, you come home, you pick up whatever bread or whatever you needed to get on the way home. This you have to take a little bit of effort and a little bit of thought
Mm-hmm. have to
process about.
forecasting.
You have to know, and you have to order,
Yeah.
and it's once a month. But when you realize, like after
It's-
it
yeah.
took her, I want to say, like 3 or 4 months. Is that right?
Yeah, probably.
And once Laura hopped on after that 3 or 4 months of saying hemming and hawing, oh, is this something I want to do? Do I want to try this?
Yeah.
She was hooked because, wow, how much I'm saving on some of these items. And now you got to know your prices. Like some of the items are not always good, a fair price. You have to know your pricing in your head. And the sale items might be a good or not such a good price for you. But if you know how much things usually cost and how much you're willing to spend for them, you can really save some money.
Well, and take it into consideration gas and wear and tear in a car and going back and forth, back and forth. For those of you who have just tuned in, you're watching Focus, and we are talking about a co-op which is located in Winsted. And we have 2 wonderful people, Kim Janik, who is to my far left, and close to me is Laura Stotler. And they've been at this for about 2 or 3 years, but it's in existence for a long time. And they're a nonprofit.
Right.
So you're not making money off this. You're
No.
just getting people together to be able to buy things that are a lot more healthier than
Right.
what you would buy in other facilities, shall we say. So that's what we're talking about today. So don't turn that channel. So do you have members then? So you have to become a member. What's the application? How does one become part of your organization or part of your group, shall we say?
I just wanted
Laura.
to point out, too, I think there's a perception with a co-op, and when people first hear about us, that you need to order, that there's a minimum order requirement. from
There's
our
none of
members.
that.
There is not.
Is there a fee to become a member?
We offer a trial period. So basically, if you're
Of 3
interested,
months. So, like, say you wanted to jump on tomorrow, Jim.
Okay.
And so Laura would set up, well, go ahead, you're going to get some emails, see if you're really interested, and then if you say, I really want to do this, because we don't want to overwhelm people and say, here's your account, go on, here's your password. We've noticed that it's overwhelmed people.
Okay.
So we'll give you a few months of flyers and see if it's interesting to you, and if you're really like, I want to do this, I want to try this out, she will set up an account for you with a password. You can go in and change that password, obviously. And you can go in and explore and go and order and what name brands are out there, or what food is out there, what level of organic do you want, or because some things aren't organic either. It's not an all organic thing. I want to make that clear.
Right.
for baking powder, everyone
mean,
uses
that's-
baking powder.
yeah.
That's
So
core item.
you hop on, and so after she sets up that account for you, you'll hop on, you'll explore, and you have 3 months after your first order. So you could maybe not order for months, or maybe even a year, like, oh, I forgot
Check it
about
out.
this. Let me check it back up again.
There's thousands of
But
products
so
available.
until
so
like
really,
your first order is when we'll charge, because we do have to pay for the bank fees, the website fees, and any other advertising, because we really want to try to get the word out there.
Yeah.
This co-op has been around for over 30 years. That I'm quoting someone who's not here today, that she said it was been passed down to her for years, and she wanted to keep the legacy going.
But does it tell you when you go online does it tell you how much it is? And can you just go ahead and pay that?
Yeah, you can go into the publication,
Yeah.
and it will tell you can look up what the price, or it'll tell you right if you do a lookup, it will come up with a whole list of things. So you can throw out chicken, and it'll come up with a whole bunch of things that has chicken in it: chicken soup, chicken bouillon. You know, they even have frozen things too. You can buy frozen meals.
But I was asking, the cost of membership.
The membership
sorry.
fee, yes.
No,
There's
it's
a
okay,
nominal
that's okay.
annual fee, yes.
$25,
Annual.
right?
Yep.
Only 25?
That's it.
Okay. I'm laughing because we're not supposed to mention money. That's why.
Nominal fee.
I'm not laughing at you folks.
You can edit.
It's okay. This is public access, and we're allowed to make mistakes. But I find this fascinating because I think number one, obviously you can get healthier food, and it's a lot cheaper when you buy it in bulk. But you have to kind of forecast, don't you? You have to
Right.
kind of anticipate, and that could be a good thing when it comes to budgeting.
Especially when you have hungry children.
Yeah.
Everything in sight, so it really
Yeah.
comes in handy. Snacks, school lunches, things like that.
So do you have a huge base of people involved with you? I don't mean to be nosy, but
We have more than 60 people on our mailing list now,
Wow,
so that
that's
seems to be
good.
growing. But we have a smaller core group of people who
That are ordering.
and who are actual members.
okay. So once I got my order in, I've got about 30, 40 items. They tell me when it's going to be delivered to your area where you are,
Right.
and I just go ahead and pick it up.
And let's say
Is
that-
everything boxed for me, or do I have to pack it up?
Well, we hope that everybody
Yeah.
can come to the delivery when it's delivered,
when
so
they-
because
by the
that's what a co-op. You're all supposed to
see.
help each other and get
I
your
see.
orders.
I
But there's
see.
many people because it's not conducive sometimes when the delivery is. Sometimes the delivery has been in the morning, and
Okay.
sometimes the delivery has been like in the afternoon, where that's not conducive for the working person 9 to 5.
Right, so what happens
So
then?
what would happen is that we can work out a delivery. For you, if you're within town, or that night we have done with our current members. However, if you're a couple towns away, we'd have to charge a nominal fee
well, sure. Well, no, sure.
for doing that. So we would pack it all up for you as a service.
Okay.
So for someone who's limited and can't easily get to regular shopping areas, they can basically order from the comfort of their home online and can have the food delivered to them. So they really don't need to drive anywhere or leave their home.
At a small expense.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I could say it's not going to be hundreds of dollars. It's not
No,
going to be
no.
tens of dollars,
No,
but
no.
it
But
has
don't
to
be-
cost the
We have to
There's a fee.
cover our gas
yeah
and
of
mileage,
us doing
basically.
a simple.
We're volunteers here, so.
okay. So you would deliver it.
Yeah, usually it's been
Oh.
Laura or myself right
We're
now.
the main coordinators.
But if you're able to forecast what you want and how much you want, you should be able to forecast pretty much when you know it's going to be there. You need to put that in your schedule.
Well, we've had
Yeah.
other families where they've had, like a spouse pick it up, or a son or daughter pick it up, or what have
Sure.
you. So that way, they could be at work and not take time out of their work to go get the order.
Deliveries are always on a Tuesday at the
Okay.
Holbrook Church in the center of
Once a
town.
month.
Yep.
And payment is
At the time of
PayPal
delivery.
or stuff like that?
PayPal or at the time of delivery.
At the time of Oh,
So if they bring a check and they write it out to the Northwest Community Co-op, all done. Here's the order. Here's the
but,
check.
and you can use credit cards, stuff like that too?
Through PayPal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you have to have a PayPal account.
Yes.
You have to set that up. Oh, that's not a big deal. That goes to your
If you're
checking.
tech savvy.
Yeah. Are you tech savvy out there, folks? Well, again, for those of you who have just tuned in, we're talking about a co-op that's been around for a long time. Now, I'm going to put the elephant in the room. Okay. I know Winstead's been talking about, because of Super Saver, they closed. And so there have been some people who are aggressively trying to establish a co-op here in Winstead, a brick and mortar. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's fantastic. I mean, this area needs a grocery store. We need options. We need access to affordable, good quality foods. So I'm in favor of a local co-op. What we do is something different since
Okay.
we don't have brick and mortar.
Right.
We're ordering monthly. We're ordering mostly in bulk. There are some individual items available. So it's very different than maintaining a retail storefront, I think.
Yeah, it's like going to BJ's. I mean, you don't go there just for one toilet roll. You go there for a huge amount.
right.
Which some people like shopping that way.
We do have members who will order vitamins and supplements, and that's all. So
Yeah.
it's not
So you have that option as well.
We
It's
do,
just
yeah.
Not everything
There's
has to
no
be a
quota,
bulk.
Right, no.
I mean,
no.
we have a group quota,
Right.
but as an individual member, there's
Yeah.
no minimum that you need to order.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if we don't make that group quota for the month, then we can't put an order in because the UNFI will not send the truck out for delivery. So that's the
Oh, you
you know.
can't-
So we have to
yeah.
make sure we make that quota so the truck will deliver our items. So
Okay. So you don't see that as a problem if they get this up and going, which won't be till about next year, I think, and it'd be up and going. If not mid next year, I think they anticipate.
well, I
You
think
don't-
that still like. I wanted to run down to the IGA and it's not there anymore, and then you got to
Yeah.
run to the other side of the town to the
Right,
grocery store if you
right.
need like something,
Right.
you know, your commodities like
Yeah.
close for an evening, what have you.
No, I think
So
we all feel
I
the
think
loss of
that,
IGA.
and we
Yeah.
really, you should be able to go in there and still support it and buy one thing. So
Right.
those people that want to buy that one thing or what have you, we can go in there and you don't have to buy in bulk and should be a symbiotic relationship. You think, hey, if you want to buy it in bulk, but
Okay.
Of course, I mean, I still go to the grocery store. I have regular stores I go to. It would be great if this could replace that entirely, but that's an ideal world, and
Yeah.
I want to get the best prices. Obviously, if I know I can get something at a brick and mortar store for
Right.
less money, that's what I'll do. So I think that's a good option, and I don't think it's a competitive problem at all. We've been around
Good.
for a long time, and we hope we can coexist peacefully. And obviously, there's an interest in cooperative and natural foods in this area. So we just want to kind of get the word out to more people that, hey, we're an alternative.
Well, there's nothing wrong with eating healthy food. That's what we want to do, right? We want to stay healthy, be healthy for ourselves as well as for our families, and not go to a doctor all the time because you're eating too much fat or too much of whatever. That's not good for you. This is one option. So we're talking with Kim Janik, who is to my far left, and to my left is Laura Stotler. And they're both officers of the Northwest Community Co-op. You've been around a long time, and you're a nonprofit.
right. So actually,
you're not-
so
it's
you
not-
could
it's-
donate
it's-
to us, and it will still go to educating the public that you can. There are options, and you can eat healthier and
Okay.
to advertise more. So
Okay.
that's nonprofit. You can write that off.
Oh, okay. So, what's the future look like for you? Are you going to expand this in any way? Are there possibilities of doing other things with this through the same company but in a different way or format? Are there any options out there that you think you might want to consider to enhance what you're doing now, is what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we're trying to get the word out and get a broader base of members ordering on a regular basis. And UNFI is a large wholesale distributor. They've been our main distributor for many years, decades, I believe. But there are obviously local farmers we'd love to work with to do more local produce.
That would be
meats.
nice. Have you got in touch with some
we
of them?
have.
We
in
are
fact.
interested in a farm and love their meats, and we are all going to go in together to buy bulk meats, which
Oh.
is
So
that's going to be a new
wonderful.
step
That's
that
great.
My husband, I don't want
we're getting the word out. Yeah,
I can name place if you want, but
Is it in Coburg?
no,
It's in Canaan.
Canaan.
Canaan? Okay. Is it natural grass-fed and stuff like that?
Yes.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
healthy
So
for you.
yeah, and that's great, and it's local, supporting local, and if you buy in bulk, they give you a better rate. So can I plug them?
You could mention the farm. why
Okay,
not?
Howling Flats. Shout out.
Okay.
We actually have.
And they're out there?
We have a lot of interest in that from folks who haven't been ordering regularly.
And what about stuff like produce? That's how you
Yeah, we have it. You
Are
have
you
to
gonna
be a
look into
certain
that?
amount. Same thing. The UNFI, you have to have a quota, or else they won't send the truck out with all the
Oh, I
items
see.
that you
Okay.
want that month. So there's the same thing. They actually have a account with Albert's Organics where you can buy produce in bulk as well, meeting I'm sure certain requirements, but we haven't gotten to that realm because
that
like.
level, yeah.
Like Laura has said, we've always, had a certain amount of people who have ordered every month, and we can't seem to pull those other people to make that jump like she did 3 or 4 months in.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a new way of, wow, don't know this is out there. And we were sending out through the school, and when we were at the fair, when Laura met you a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
our own school community didn't know about it, and we've sent
Wow.
various flyers home. So I think sometimes it's the
Word of
let's go
mouth.
back to basics and
Yeah.
face talk and
Sure.
meet people and greet
Yeah.
people and shake hands, and this is what this is about. Sometimes we have to lead people through what to do.
Sure.
And I think sort of cooperatives were more popular in the 70s and 80s. There were maybe less options, less access to healthy foods, and the members would meet physically each month. It was an arduous
have
process.
meetings, yeah.
By hand, they would get their order together, call it in each month, so it was a lot more FaceTime, and in our busy world, we just don't have time for that. So a lot of this is electronic, which is, there's pros and cons to that, obviously. But it sure makes it easy to order. If you
Yeah.
can navigate the internet, you
Well, I
can get
think-
up to speed pretty quick.
I like to say that things are generational, and I think the generation of digital is here, and I think they're more apt to probably do that. You know, I mean, I would rather do that than go to other huge stores and walk around. I would like to make it easier for me. This looks like a good way to do it. I have to definitely check that out. And I'm not saying that just to promote. I mean, seriously, I mean, you know, I don't want to eat healthier. I'm not that old, but I want to be a little more older before I leave this earth and go wherever I'm going to go. I want there's a public access station up there. I'm assuming I'm going up there. there's
access
always
station.
that assumption, but who knows? But that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about co-ops, and to be fair, there is going to be one in Winstead, but we're talking about these fine folks who've been at this for quite a while, but this has been going on for years, though, hasn't it?
Yes, decades.
It just calls something different.
Right, and we changed it to make sure we can, instead of, it's just in Colebrook,
Yeah.
it's now the Northwest Community Co-op, so we can reach like our whole
Yeah.
area, and people will be like, it's just Colebrook.
And the principle behind this one is for healthy food.
Buying bulk, save
buying-
money for your
save
family,
money,
especially
save- yeah.
families.
Right.
Families, you can
Yeah.
save so much money.
Yeah, you just have to forecast a little bit.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, it's hard to plan, though,
And
today.
discuss it with your family. What do you think we should get this month? Why leave it up to the parents? This is where the family gets involved. Can you get ice cream and stuff like that too?
You can.
Oh, this company, when they come in with the trucks, are they far from here, or are they?
Out of Chesterfield, New Hampshire is where they send the
Oh.
trucks from.
That's not bad. Well, we just have a few minutes. We have a minute left. And I've been told I go over my minutes. So, any last comments? Laura?
I think that we just want to spread the word about who we
Sure,
are.
yeah.
We'd like people to know that there's no obligation. Check us out. Check us out on Facebook.
Website is what?
nwcommunitycoop.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook,
On
NW
Facebook?
Community Co-op. Yep. Join our email list. There's no obligation to buy. Just check us out. We can make an account easily for you, so you can get on UNFI's, our distributor's website, see what kind of products are available, see if it's the right
Yeah.
fit for you. But as you mentioned, if you go to BJ's or Costco or one of the large wholesalers and buy in bulk at all, this is the same thing, except you can order from the convenience of your home.
And get healthy food. And the fee to join is very minimal.
Right, we kind
And-
of said it, but yes, it's minimal.
Okay, but it's
If
annual.
they, go back and rewind or
Yeah.
press the back button, they can
Okay.
find it.
But it's annual,
It's
right?
annual, and it's to keep up with the bank fees and the legal fees and
Website
Okay.
maintenance,
the
et cetera.
website maintenance, and those all cost money. And
Sure it does.
for us to be all volunteers and put our own money in it is kind of,
But
silly
we as
stuff.
buyers get to benefit from healthy food. Okay? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank
been-
you very
it's-
much.
It's been a real pleasure. I want to thank Kim and Laura, who are representing the Northwest Community Cooperative. We want to thank them for coming here and visiting us here at Focus. We hope that you will continue to watch Focus as well as the other shows that are being produced by your neighbors. So continue watching. Look forward to seeing you again. Take care.